Yeah. Right. So this is going to be really bad quality. Basically, I've been on my shitty little phone for the past about an hour, and I downloaded this thing called Blog R. Basically, it makes your camera like really good quality. It sorts out everything. You can edit straight through your phone. But what is completely wrong with it is the fact that I did about a 20-minute vlog and it went really well. I really liked it. And then it came to stopping the video, saving it, going to the main screen to then edit it, and they don't save. It doesn't work. So I am like pissed that I'm having to do this on my shitty camera. Like, I don't even know why it like makes me all like, what is that camera? You're a good camera. I don't know. But basically this is just for the first one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my webcam, like a separate one, and do it that way. So sorry, you're going to have to deal with me being like all slow motion for like this one. But hopefully it's not that bad and you can just deal with it. Maybe if I don't move, like if I just like stare into the camera. Yeah, so basically what I did in my actual one that fucked up, I asked people for questions, and the ones that I did get were like really, like some were really controversial, and you know, I didn't really want my first vlog to be like, whoa, what an asshole. So I decided to take all the good ones and like just random questions, like just funny random questions, and put them into a list. And then I went online and I basically just put them in a funny sort of order that, you know, you just want to listen to. So basically they're just funny questions that I'm reading them, and some of them are ridiculous, but I answered 10 of them because there was 32. But I thought, you know, after the tangents that I went on, the end video was like over 20 minutes long. I was like, let's just back it up. So I've decided for this first one that I'm not even going to do 10. I'm just going to pick the ones that, you know, seem funny when I read down them, or that like I've got a funny story for, or, you know, just something that that's quite funny. So one of them was, where would you bury your hidden treasure if you had some? And to me, I just think, what a stupid fucking question. If I had treasure, I wouldn't be burying it. I would be spending it on like things that I don't need because it's buried treasure. Like, I would probably find a chest and walk around pretending to be a pirate. Just for shits and giggles, like, why the fuck not? There's another one that is, have you ever stolen a street sign? I haven't stolen a street sign, but I think one of the things that I did a lot when I was younger was when you run into one of those, like, yellow bollards in, like, the middle of the road, and you just, like, face plant into it, and it like boings down, but then you have to sort of like push down on it further just to make it like go down. Yeah, that was my life. Cones are always fun. I remember one night, me and a couple of my friends back home went out, just for casual drinks on the street, like you do, because we were badass. And we had like loads of cones at the bottom of my estate where I don't know what they were doing. I think they were like digging up a drain or some shit. But I stole all the cones while my friends were stood there like, Lauren, what are you doing? Like, stop. I was like, no, I need to do this, like it'll be hilarious. And I took all these cones, there was like 15 cones, maybe more, and there was this like car park there of this guy that he was an asshole. Like, he used to just drive around and around the estate, like just being a twat. So I thought it would be hilarious just to like cone his car in and then stick cones on his car. I thought that was quite funny, so I did that, and then we all like ran away. And the next day, me and my nan were like driving to the shop, and I just drove past him taking these cones off his car, and it's like, fuck you, buddy. That was great. So yeah. Oh, what was the other one I found? Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. I think this question was one of the ones that I got off. I think it was off Twitter, and I got it messaged to me, and I was like, what a weird question. Like, I've always wanted to be a musician. Like, that's the main thing I wanted. But as I've sort of grown older, I've kind of looked at like other ways I could go just for money, like not even a career. Like, I've never wanted like to be a career woman and all that sort of shit. Like, I'm 22 and I still dress like I'm 16. Like, I don't want a career. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, I've always wanted to play music. I've always wanted to be a singer. I've always loved playing bass, but other than that, I never really had anything. Like, in school, I took music, and I took music technology, and then I went to college for 3 years to study music, and then I applied to like 6 different unis, got into them all to do music, and then because of money, again, like, I don't even get me started on money, that will be in a different vlog, but because of money and that I couldn't get funding until like I had already gone to uni, I couldn't go to any of the good universities I wanted to go to. So I ended up going to a uni close to home. Like, I won't mention what it was. People that know me, they know where I went. And it just wasn't what I expected. Like, in the interview, they told me about it and it'd be great. Like, I could get banned, I could get in, different things. They've got good contacts. And I ended up saying folk music. Like, come the fuck on. Like, no. Like, as much as I appreciate different music, I don't want to be a folk singer. I didn't want to do acoustic pop music. Like, at the minute I'm working on something that is acoustic pop punk, and that's what I enjoy because it's the sort of music that I enjoy non-acoustically, like full on plugged in, but I enjoy that acoustically. But when you're getting pushed to do something because it sells, that really got to me. Like, that's not what I want to do. So I ended up being there for like, I don't know, not even half a year, and then I was like, nah, can't be dealing with it. So I left. I've ended up moving away from home. And what a great start. Yeah. Well, my laptop unplugged itself while I was doing that. Yeah, so it stopped filming. So basically, I'm just gonna start halfway through and then link them together. No one will ever know. Yeah, you can tell this is like my first time doing it because I am shocking. So, yeah, that was like a complete tangent about music, which, will probably happen a lot. That's, something I like to talk about, like to go on about. I don't know. It's one of those things where you are so passionate about something that you don't want to seem like a douche, but at the same time, when other people talk about it, you're like, no. Like, it's a controversial subject that just shouldn't be spoken about. But yeah, we'll go on from there. We'll go to another question, I think. I don't think I'm going over too far of what I'll be doing. That's a terrible one. Some of these are just strange. Like, can you curl your tongue? Like, yeah. Have that. Can you knit or crochet? I don't even know what a crochet is. I don't know what croquet is. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? I live in England. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. Speeding ticket. I don't have a car. So, that's pretty difficult to do. Can you change the oil on a car? I can. I can change the oil, tire. I'm pretty good with a fan belt. But I don't have one, so the question was, can I fix it on my own car? And no, I cannot, because I don't have one. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? Is that a request or a question? No, probably not. Definitely not like full on. Like, maybe if like I wasn't fat and did like an underwear shoot, but not fully naked. People that do that, I do think sometimes it's either, if it's not for their own self, like they don't want to do it for them to give them more confidence, and it is just like sort of like a publicity stunt, then I think you're assholes, and that's where people get a bad name for when they do it for themselves. But other than that, no, I don't think I would. Were you ever a Girl Scout? No. I was the sort of girl that went around wanting to be in Jackass. So no, I was never a Girl Scout. But yeah, that is all the questions that weren't terrible or controversial. But yeah, there's a couple that I'm gonna do like just full vlogs on. But yeah, I'm still looking for questions that aren't like ridiculous. Like some of them were just stupid. Like, no, the amount of people that asked me for questions to do with pot being legalized, and I think because I don't smoke it, I was a bit like, I don't really know whether that's something I should talk about. But it's basically the people are not liking the fact that it's legal in some places and illegal in others. But at the end of the day, I think if you're that passionate about it and that you smoke it anyway, then does it really matter? Like, you're gonna smoke it anyway, and you never know. If you stop making such a fuss about it, people might be like, oh, you know what? They're not all, kicking off about weed being legalized. Like, maybe it will just happen, or maybe take it the other way and push for it more. Like, if that's something that you feel like you should do. Like, just because I don't smoke it doesn't mean that I don't agree with it. Like, I don't agree or disagree. Like, I'm pretty much in the middle of it both. I don't really care. Like, I have a lot of friends that smoke it. I smoke, but I don't smoke weed. I can't afford it, for a start. But no, I think for the people that did ask me about it, maybe I will do like something on it. I might just do a whole vlog of being controversial. You never know. But yeah, thank you for watching my first one. If you do, thumbs up and subscribe.